morning, innovators. Today starts a weekend day, and as any weekend should be, this will be leisure. So it won't be any business meetings, any business trips. This is the fun part of a business trip. During a business trip, weekends should be for visiting, for blending with the local culture, and so on. So for today, I plan to do a hike on a nearby island called Angel Island. Yesterday was a full busy day until late in the evening. During the day, there was the first investor pitching session. We had 3 young investors with 2 of them were just launching their investment fund. We also have a great session focused on growth with Sean Shepherd, which is a serial entrepreneur with 3 exits, and as most of the successful entrepreneurs with exits here in the valley, they become investors or partners in an investment in a VC, and is the case also of the investors that we've met yesterday. I can say also that Sean has a great knowledge on growth, and he structured the growth for startups. Later in the evening yesterday, we went to a unique escape room focus on startups. It's called Startup Escape Room, where you have to actually launch your startup, not to escape from a room. There's all kind of clues that helps to grow all your verticals in order to launch your startups. I can mention a few verticals like marketing, design, product development, IT. Each vertical has to be developed in order to finish the game. I'm looking forward for today. I'm going to take the camera with me. I'm going to film as much as I can. So we're going to take a boat from Pier 41. On the way to that, we're going to stop in a few attractions. Let's see what's coming next. How to travel through San Francisco. There's more way for your mobility. One of the coolest way are these electric scooters. The whole city is full of them, and guess what? There's a controversy around it. The government, the city hall forbidden this, so they are illegal somehow. And sounds this story similar? Yeah, it's very similar with the Uber story. The valuation of this company is in the hundreds of millions now, and then the city hall will reconsider this, and they will release them on the street, but with some twist on it and so on. However, it has some nice features. It's GPS tracked, it's battery powered, so it's very useful for this hilly environment. A lot of hills are here in San Francisco, so it's difficult to climb them. So you have an electric powered scooter to climb the hill and so on. I see some problems anyway. I don't see docking station, so I believe someone has to pick them out, to charge them. I don't know, that's a lot of hassle. Don't know if it's that scalable as it looks. Other problems that I see, maybe people will ride them uphill and will drop them there, and then will walk downhill. So I believe these toys will pile up uphill, and they will be left there, and they will choose to downhill by walking. However, it is a startup starting from San Francisco, so it has all the chances to succeed. Now, let me try it. But you know what? I didn't download the app. So I've noticed if I just try to ride it downhill, it will send a warning that the police will follow me or something. I hope I don't get in jail because of this. Woohoo! Come. Listen. They say they will call the police. Let's run. Continuing the discussion about the mobility, San Francisco is not such a big city. Maybe 14-15 kilometers from one side to another, and many times it makes more sense to walk than to take a public transportation or an Uber. Traffic is jammed most of the time. They have so many signals. The streets are in grid shape like most of the American streets. So that's why today we choose to walk towards the next destination. As we choose also many of the other days we choose to walk. There is a strange crossing. Usually, sometimes it's a green light, sometimes it's a white light. You have to pay attention to that. And yeah, that's basically my tip for the mobility. Walk as much as you can. I have just seen a U-Haul truck. U-Haul is an old concept where you rent your truck and you do your movement by yourself. So you've just seen there were like a couple of people who rented the truck during their Saturday day off to move their stuff from one apartment to another. Interesting concept. It looks like American. They are all in the do-it-yourself mood, and they will move their stuff. Same concept might be okay for Dubai as well. There's a lot of movers in Dubai, so maybe a concept where you rent your truck when you move away and you pack your stuff yourself could work. Who knows? Renting a car is definitely not the option here. There is no parking. Traffic is a mess, and there is no parking. In one of the office building, I asked how much is the parking, and the parking costs $300 per month. Many of the apartments don't even have a parking for the tenants. So best option for your mobility in the city for sure is the Uber. There's also yellow cabs, but guess what? They're more expensive, way more expensive. So an Uber is somewhere around, anyway, less than $2 per kilometer, 1 point something, 1.4, while yellow cab will charge you about over $2, $2.3, $2.4. So again, the best option remains the Uber ride sharing app. There's also Lyft. So again, competition is there. We always use the Uber while here. Maybe we're gonna test the Lyft. If you wanna power yourself, then also the bicycles are there. There are bicycles for rent. There are electric bicycles, not many, and you still need some kind of power to go up the hill. I believe it's not that bicycle friendly. There's a lot of hills. Even now we're climbing on one of the hills, and then you see this guy riding down. One of the most famous way to travel in San Francisco is called cable car. It is the only cable car that is still powered manually. And how it works, there is inside here, there is a cable that is always moving. You can hear it rumbling there. And the car actually pulls to this cable, and that's how it climbs the hill. Then going downhill, we'll just use its energy. We'll just use the gravity to go downhill. We're gonna take it from here down to the wharf, to a fisherman wharf. The city map is in squares and blocks, like most of the cities in USA. And the streets are all straight, all straight, all straight but one. The famous Lombard Street, which is behind me and is the most curved street in the world. Is the tourist attraction, is always packed with tourists. Of course, it's one-way street. You can come only from the up down. If you can look now, you can see also someone riding an electric scooter down the street. The microclimate of the bay is not only what attracts here millions of people to live, but it also attracts a colony of sea lion, which are always laying down the Pier 39. A great place to hang out with the beautiful views of the Alcatraz Island and on the sea lion